We are moving away from Greater Accra,
right,
and we are going to the Ashanti region, in a community close to you. There is this report that was brought to us by Tofik Mohammed, our Ashanti regional correspondent, has to do with education. And in that particular community, the senior high school, that's a Tweapease SHS in the Ashanti region, they are grappling with overcrowding classrooms, congested classrooms. So let's bring you that report after you speak to the authorities in charge.
Sustainable Development Goal 4, SDG 4, emphasizes inclusive and equitable quality education, but Tweapease Senior High School in the Amansa Central District of the Ashanti region is being left behind. The school has a student population of over 700, but lacks adequate infrastructure, including dormitories, classrooms, staff accommodation, washrooms, and furniture. The school is also unfenced, which exposes students to security threats. Tweapease Senior High School was originally established as a junior high school but was upgraded to a senior high school in 2018. The school currently has just 6 buildings serving all academic and residential purposes. The only story building on campus, constructed by the Ghana Education Trust Fund, currently serves as both a girls' dormitory and classrooms. Female students are forced to bath in an open space close to one of the classrooms, which also doubles as a boys' dormitory. Authorities say the inadequate infrastructure is negatively affecting academic activities. Speaking to ChannelOne News on the sidelines of the school's SLC Week celebration, the headmaster, Kojo Obin Apia, indicated that some students are sometimes asked to stay at home after gaining admission due to limited space.
First one, the dormitories that we have are not inadequate. Second, it is the classrooms that the government built when the school was there, that we are using it as dormitory for girls. And then the classrooms too, we've converted the little that we have as boys' dormitories. Even the admission that we had 2025-26 academic year, because of the facilities, when the student comes, we just tell them that there's no accommodation for them, so they just go. They are willing to come, but because of accommodation, we can't just admit them, because they know that my teachers teach well, and then we also perform well during examination. They are all eager to come.
The headmaster further disclosed that students are exposed to skin diseases because of the poor state of toilet facilities on campus. He is therefore appealing to government, philanthropists, and other relevant stakeholders to support the school with the needed infrastructure.
The toilet facility is an eyesore. When you go there, you can't even look at it. Rashes gets to the boys and girls, of which when you see it, it is not good at all. So in this case, the students used to defecate around the environment, of which we are finding it very difficult to control. The next one is, since the school was absorbed as boarding school, we don't have pentrymen, and then those who cook for the students, the cooks, so we don't have. So they've worked for almost 4 years. It is my teachers who contribute something, so that at the end of every month, we give it to them. So we are appealing to the government to help us by giving them appointment letters.
Meanwhile, the assembly member for Tweapease, Apia Francis, says the absence of a perimeter fence exposes students to threats from some members of the community. He added that no teacher resides on campus due to the lack of staff accommodation.
Senior can the assembly no born home India, where girls dormitory Bakwa Yabisia, there in female I see. Na Nams assembly no so who dey anything. A man in Quanimu. Tiesre and Crancrane, a bine, most especially. Say, I'm a boy, Nenka, Omisi, Adam Cra, I would be brave mine. Classrooms, dear, in dormitories, and free assembly hall. Ye mupa be a teacher for us better idea, happy. Maybe a school no one, baby a community no wa. Teacher ni be anti school. A Benumra. Obehe mofrana main nyina titi krum eno moba teno sia
So that's the Tweapease Senior High School in the Ashanti region, and this school has a number of challenges. One, no accommodation for teachers. Two, overcrowded classrooms. Three, I think the headmaster made mention of they not getting people to even cook for them.
So they have to contribute.
I'm believing to think that this may be a new school, but let's get the details from our correspondent that filed the report. Tofik, good morning.
Good morning, Philip.
Help our viewers a bit. Tweapease, where is it located in the Ashanti region?
Okay. Tweapease is under the Amanse Central District of the Ashanti region. If you are using Obuase to Dunkwao on Ofen, it's just on that stretch, and the school is on your right to Dunkwao using the Obuase highway. And if you are coming from Dunkwao to the community is on your the school is on your left.
Okay, good. And this school has been in existence for how many years?
Okay, per my checks when I went there, that the school was originally constructed to serve the Tweapease community, numerous so Pepotintin and other communities as junior high school.
As a junior high school? Previously?
High school. Yeah.
Okay.
But later it was converted to serve as a senior high school because of the limited senior high school within the district, because the district has 2 secondary schools, Jacobu and 1 other technical school. So Tweapease was upgraded to senior high school to serve communities within that enclave, because the Amanse district or the Amanse Central District is one of the districts that its demarcation is very wide. Because if you are using Tweapease, we have Tweapease, Suhinso, Pepotintin, Fahia Kobo, Hum, and other communities on that particular stretch. So that particular school will be serving those around there. Nyamebetre number 1, Nyamebetre number 2, Numreso, Fahia Kobo, Pepotintin, Hum, and then Tweapease and other communities. Instead of you using the Jacobu Senior High School, the Tweapease will be in the middle to serve those communities around. Because if you are coming to Jacobu, you have to pass through Obuase, Dajene, which is also in Adanse North District, before you get to Jacobu. Because of the distance, that's why they converted the junior high school
into a senior high school.
High school.
Good. Did you get the population there, right? Did you get it where you told the numbers in the school?
Yeah, the population of the school, if you are talking about the population of the school,
yes,
we have, per my checks, they have over 700 students.
700
students.
Wow.
And because of the distance from the community to the school, most of the students are in school, and others also stay around some of the areas around the school, and then some also stays in Tweapease, which is also quite distant from the school.
Wow, interesting.
All right, so talking about the overcrowding, how many students do we have in the class?
So out of the 700 that you made mention of, that they are in the various, they're in the school, how many will you find in a particular class?
In a particular class, you can find over 50 students.
Okay.
Yeah, you can find over 50 students because they have only 6 buildings. And
how many buildings?
3.
Yeah, they have buildings. The whole school, they have only 6 buildings.
6 buildings.
And one scary thing about the buildings are, one building serves as a classroom and then a dormitory.
Wow.
Yes. Let's say 3-unit classroom block serves as a classroom and then a dormitory.
Wow.
And then the story building in the school currently serves as a dormitory and then a classroom. The top floor is for girls' dormitory, and then the down floor is for classrooms. And the assembly has constructed a girls' dormitory, which is also far from where the story building is. And looking at where the girls' dormitory is located. At the back of the girls' dormitory is a very thick forest around, and the school is not also fenced. You can imagine how security-wise, how these students will be, coping with other things on campus.
I'm just imagining. That means anybody can just enter and go out at any time.
Yes. And that story building that I'm talking of, those students who are using the top floor at the dormitory, they also use a washroom, which is also closer to a classroom, which serves as both boys' dormitory and then classroom as well.
Tawfiq, thank you so much for your time. Tawfiq Mohammed is our Ashanti regional correspondent, one of the Ashanti regional correspondents, and he filed that report from Tweapease SHS in the Ashanti region. Chris, the picture he painted, we've seen the videos, we've seen the story, but with what he said and the picture he painted, that means the issue is bigger than what we are seeing. And if the school is not fenced, like I said earlier, you will have anyone moving in and going out at any time. So unlike the schools that will be fenced, that there are specific visiting hours.
And you also need a card to go out and all of that.
You need exit and all that. But this, I'm sure, a student can just sneak out and
pack up
he or she will be in Accra. And the fact that there is a thick forest or a thick whatever behind the school dormitory. Well, like he said earlier, it was a junior high school and it's being transformed into a senior high school. So it tells you that it's going to be done gradually. But the same reason why we are painting a picture here and telling you out there what really the issue is and what the authorities can do about it. At least get few things for them so that they will be able to learn comfortably. Because if you have over 700 of them in each classroom, is having about 50. That is something very, very serious. But we have Elder Vincent Ben Ameya, who is the Education Director for Amansia, who is joining us. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
I trust you're doing well.
By the grace of God.
What are the issues of Tweapease Senior High School that has come to your attention as the Education Director for Amansia?
Okay, as a matter of fact, lack of infrastructure has come to my attention, and we've been trying our best, liaising with this assembly, as it were, to find lasting solution. But it seems the problem is very enormous, if I should use gigantic. In fact, the school was adopted by the government in 2018. Previously, it was a basic school, which was converted to SHS as a private. And so that small structure, which was there, was being used. And then in 2018, the government adopted it, and the 12 classroom block was built for them. And in 2022, it attained a boarding house status. Notwithstanding, there was no boarding house built attached. It was Minerals Commission which built a very small boarding house for the girls. And so with the boys, it is some of the old classrooms which has been converted as boarding house for them, where they are sleeping. They don't have dining hall. So many infrastructures they are lacking, and so we need help in the school.
But Director, I want to find out from you. It was a basic school or say junior high school. If we do not have junior high school,
it was a junior high school which was converted to SHS.
Good. So I'm asking you this question: that if we do not have the structure for senior high school, why the rush for it to be transformed or for it to be changed from a junior high school to a senior high school? and we are having issues with infrastructure. Why didn't we put up all these infrastructure before doing the change?
You know, I went to meet it there, and it was a private school. It wasn't a government school. It was a private school, which was turned to private SHS. And it struggled for a longer time, and so they were in need of infrastructure, so they applied to the government for the government to adapt it, which the government did. And that was why a 12-unit classroom block was built for them. And since then, they are in need of classrooms. And you know, the number is nowadays increasing. And that is why it has become a very challenge for them. And so we need help over there at the moment. When it comes to boarding house, where the dormitories that they'll be sleeping in, they are lacking it. When it even toilet facility is also another challenge.
Wow.
And so we need assistance of NGOs, Get Fund, and I was even suggesting, even if Gold Board can even come in to build a structure, and then also GMPC. We need all these people's assistance to help the school.
Interesting. But as it stands now, aren't we putting pressure on the students there, or the little facility we have? Because you understand that the number there is over 700. If you can give us the accurate figure. And is there any measure to sort of a cap on the number of students that can be admitted in the school?
That will depend on the SHS Secretariat. It depends on the SHS Secretariat. And that is why we are pleading that they come to the aid of the school, so that infrastructure will be improved for the school to also admit the number of students which needed to be admitted over there. And the school is at a very vantage point, for which, when it is developed, actually is going to serve a very good purpose over there.
I have seen some abandoned projects. Are they projects, or let's say projects under construction? Are there projects that are ongoing, or they've been left like that for some time?
That project seen over there was started by the school, that is the PTA themselves, to erect a structure for classrooms. But along the line, they got stuck because of finances.
So that means the project is started, and they don't have any money to continue with it. The headmaster of the school made mention of the fact that sometimes they would have to get the students to stay home, so that teaching and learning can go on. Is it like a double track system that is ongoing there? I know that system is about ending. What's the plan like?
Now the plan is to get structures there. So with the SRC week that they celebrated, we raise some funds, and even the directorate, we are also going to support with Widow's Mite, so that they can continue with the structure over there. And so we need the assistance of benevolence to come and assist, so that that structure could be erected, and then the classrooms will be enough to accommodate all of them.
Thank you so much for your time, Elder Vincent Ben Ameya, our Education Director, Amansi. And from all what he said, it's obvious that there's no light at the end of the tunnel. It's just that he's asking that the general public should support. But I really don't think there was a plan.
Yeah, I don't think there was a plan, and I agree with you. And
yes.
I like that question that you asked. So, is there no cap of how many people should be admitted? It just feels like they're just admitting, and if he says that has to be, an issue for the school secretariat. The school secretariat to actually answer that, then I would ask myself, why don't you have a conversation with them?
And tell
why
them
don't you know that our school is overwhelmed? We don't have it.
We don't have the space.
But you see, I feel like they keep taking the students because they feel like, okay, it makes us look like we're a very good school. In as much as you're a very good school, you still need very good infrastructure.
Yes, and you need a conducive environment for people to learn. Because what our correspondent told us, Tofik told us, was obvious. The numbers overwhelmed, like too much. And the classrooms are overcrowded. Now, the education director has also confirmed same, but there isn't really any plan that has been put in place to ensure that we reduce or keep the numbers as what it is now as we work around to get facilities so we can get new people. So from what he said, if today a new person is posted to the school, they will admit, but where is that individual going to sit to learn? Fortunately, we have the legislator for the area, the individual who represents Odotobri in the constituency. That is Anthony, who is going to join us to understand what he is doing as the Member of Parliament for the area, and his constituency is where the Tweapease Senior High School is. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, my brother.
The Tweapease Senior High School issue, has it come to your attention?
Yes. By the way, who am I talking to?
You're talking to Philip. You're talking to Philip. I'm Philip, and my co-host is Chris.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm very much aware of the conditions pertaining in the institution. That is not news to me. It is something that I have taken up upon myself personally, and it is being resolved. It is not moving at the pace at which I would wish it would move. But then I know that gradually we're going to find a solution to it. I don't know the information you have as of now, but then this institution originally was privately owned. Okay?
Yes.
Then it was absorbed by the government of Ghana in 2018. Okay? All this while, it was a day school. It was in 2022 that the government of Ghana converted it to a boarding school. But how do you do a conversion without boarding facilities? Currently, as we speak, the institution doesn't have dormitories. We do not have proper dormitories for both boys and girls. There's a student population of about 700. About 80% of them are girls, and the girls are being housed in the classroom. There's a classroom that has been converted to a dormitory. Okay? And the boys are also occupying a different section of the institution, which also has a classroom being converted to a dormitory. There are no washrooms. There's one under construction by the assembly. It's about 80% complete, and there's also currently a pavilion that is being constructed, because we anticipate that during the next academic year, the population is going to go up. The girls occupying some of the classrooms would have to be moved to this pavilion, which would eventually become new classrooms to enable us accommodate more ladies or more girls in the 12-unit classroom, which is currently serving as a girls' dormitory.
Wow. So it's obvious the facilities you have there, woefully inadequate. But as the Member of Parliament, you've said that there is something you are doing about it because you're representing the people in Parliament. Isn't there a way as the Member of Parliament to also indicate to or to tell the authorities, i.e. the Education Ministry, the Ghana Education Service, or the School Secretariat, and tell them that we do not have the facilities, so do not post anyone there? Because you said even next year, it's obvious the numbers will shoot up.
Yes, that's the case. That is one route to go, okay? But I would rather I pursue my current course, which is to get the GS, or Get Fund to be specific, to come and put up some dormitories in there. We have almost about a whole year to the next academic year, okay? I am in touch with them. I have been to Get Fund on several occasions. Honorable Haruna Idrisu, we have spoken about this. He's a good friend of mine. And there are some assurances from certain quarters. I wouldn't want to put that out today because we have not finalized it. All that I know is that sooner than later, we're going to commence the construction of some dormitories, okay, to bring relief to the students or the institution. It's unfortunate when you find yourself in such a predicament because the resources available to MPs is very, very little. You would approach individuals, you would approach institutions, you rely on your social intervention fund, your common fund, but it's woefully inadequate for you to embark on a complete construction, okay, to resolve such an issue. I have in the past provided support to them towards the construction of the current pavilion. But then there are other issues that I'm taking care of. As we speak now, we have 2 secondary schools in my constituency. That is Jacobo Secondary Technical and the Tweapease SHS. When you go to Jacobo Secondary Technical, I am currently putting up a washroom facility for the boys. So you can imagine, I'm a little bit constrained when it comes to cash. And that is what you need to be able to embark on all these things. We rely on philanthropists, we rely on organizations, but it is still inadequate. Fortunately, my stakeholders in terms of the Ghana Education Service and the Get Fund appreciate our plight. And as I'm saying, hopefully sooner than later, we can commence the construction of, I don't know how many, whether one for the boys, another one for the girls, or at least if we can have one dormitory to start with, that would be something good to alleviate our plight.
Anthony, thank you so much for your time. He's the Member of Parliament for Odotobri constituency, where the Tweapease Senior High School is located. And he has said, as the Member of Parliament, there are actions going to be put in place to ensure that they come to a solution, they find a solution to this particular problem that the students are facing in the senior high school.